What is up, everybody? How's it going? My name's Cody.
Not saying it's gonna be easy. You see, the grind, it never really is, but it's not meant to be. It's for us, the motivated, the determined, the ones who are building, gaining, and finding strength and self-reliance.
Let's go. Okay, so I have kind of a crazy weekend, and I wanted to take you guys along. So this weekend I am judging HOA, Heart of America. It is a CrossFit competition. You might be thinking to yourself, Cody, you're judging a CrossFit competition? What? One of those fun, strange little things that I got myself into. I'm good friends with Jeremy, who is the owner of Proximal Strength here in Springfield, Missouri, and it is a CrossFit box, and they are always looking for judges and loving everything that is fitness and seeking out everything that is fitness fun. CrossFit competitions sounded like a good go. This actually came about, I judged it last year because of my boss Nikki being good friends with Jeremy, and kind of her saying, hey, I think you'd be a good fit for this, you should definitely look into it. And I'm back for year 2, but before we get there, we've got a crazy Friday. So tonight is Thursday, and I am prepped and ready. It's about 8:45, and my alarm clock goes off at 4:55 in the morning. I'm probably going to set a second one for 5 a.m. We've got jiu-jitsu tomorrow. Tomorrow, 6 a.m. jiu-jitsu, and I am also doing a private with the assistant instructor, Sam. Right after that, we are working on some technique, and I'm actually trying to fine-tune, trying to critique, tweak, and build out a little bit of the self-defense portion. I am starting to become an intuitive grappler, but I still am not very good at protecting against strikes. And so we're going to work on that, but because that does involve some prep, I did want to show you guys. So this is my gi pants, compression shorts, and then just my gym bag. And we are going to be, we set this guy up. I've got my gi folded up and in the bag. But basically, get this ready. The fewer steps in the morning that you have to take to get ready, especially when it's an early morning, the more likely you are to show up. So I fully lean into that one, and I prepped the night before. The other thing that I will be doing is I will be prepping my protein. So I have a container that I fill it full, and we'll be getting ready to go. But it's gonna be a long day. 6 a.m. jiu-jitsu, so I get up at 5, and then at 1 o'clock is when we start judging, and we'll be judging from 1 o'clock to 9 o'clock continuously. CrossFit competitions are kind of weird when you're judging them because you have to be on, right? You are doing something from anywhere from 10, 15, 20 minutes, but you're doing it over and over and over as the heats go through, and the importance of remaining consistent is so key. But it's a lot of fun, and again, helps keep me in the community, helps keep me around some just really great people, and it's fitness fun. I'm about it. So I will check up with you guys maybe the end of the day tomorrow, and we'll talk about this weekend a little bit more. So, see you then. Happy Friday. Oh guys, we are officially done with day one of HOA and it went really well. I always am just super afraid that I'm not gonna be a good judge, right? I suppose that fear is probably a good thing. It means that I care. But you know, I definitely was being very intentional about judging fairly, judging appropriately, watching everything I did, and being really fair across the board. HOA, we like to be incredibly strenuous on the rules, so if in doubt, no rep it out, right? Is kind of what the saying is. And basically, these athletes are coming to compete, and they're competing these different workouts that are programmed for them, but we're giving them the standards, we're giving them the ability to succeed, and we're not letting them cheat. And so that's kind of a cool thing. We're holding them accountable to that standard, and so sometimes watching them struggle, sometimes watching them thrive, that's all the name of the game. This evening we did workout one, which is a memoriam, it's called Will, to a Marine officer who was a member at Proximal Strength, and he passed in the line of duty. And it was really cool because it was a team workout that basically you could not do it by yourself, and if you didn't work as a team, it was going to be very apparent. So very much to the heart, to the tone of what I imagine a Marine officer would be. He's about team, he's about leading, he's about building, and it was about giving your best effort the whole time. So it was really cool to watch. A lot of the athletes just kind of blew their load on the very first couple of reps, and it did not go so well for them, but I tried to help them out as much as I could. I said, guys, listen here, you don't want to go as hard as you can on the first set. It's not going to end well. But I want to talk to you guys about what I'm doing. So it is about 10 o'clock, and I have another 5 a.m. wake-up call because report time's around 6:30. Competition starts tomorrow at 7 o'clock, and it goes 7 to 9. It's going to be a long weekend. So I am doing a little bit of prep work to make sure that I have all of my ducks in a row. So very first and foremost, I am going to grab my Opti Greens, and I'm going to take some level 1 blueberry muffin, and I'm going to make sure that I get a morning shake built out, because the morning is going to be so early, because the day is going to be so long. Probably what I will do is add 3 scoops to my 2 scoops, and then I'm contemplating, and because I'm contemplating, I'm sure it's going to happen, I'm going to bring a scoop of level 1 pumpkin spice latte, and by a scoop, I mean 2, because let's be honest, your boy likes to have some protein. But the level 1 protein, brought to you by First Form, is a protein that is designed to be a meal replacing protein, and it is a readily available protein for me, so it's going to be great. The flavor profile is top tier, and can't really complain. The other thing that I'm probably going to do is I am going to prep, and this one is kind of strange because it is a post-workout, but I am going to prep at least 1 shake's worth of Formula 1 as well as Ignition. Now, I'm not going to be doing any high intensity work that necessarily would need Ignition, and I'm not going to be doing a workout necessarily that would really call for Formula One, but because it is such a long day, because I am going to be on my feet all day, because I'm going to be chasing down athletes and pretty much walking all day, it's going to be kind of a long, drawn-out workout. So I do want to make sure that A, I'm hitting my protein goals for the day so that I don't hurt on Sunday, and B, I want to make sure that you know, I'm giving my body some protein to help it kind of move, help it feel good, and so that's kind of what I'm doing. I've got these really cool containers brought to you by Shaker Bottle. They're like a stackable container that I'm going to fill up with all of those different supplements. I'll throw them in my bag, and then I will go ahead and bring with me the supplements. I will have my gallon of water, and I am going to throw some various different snacks into the mix because I know I will get hungry. They're probably going to be those Kind breakfast bars, the peanut butter ones specifically. They've got a decent number for their proteins and their fats, but what really gets me is it's only got like 8 to 10 grams of sugar, and I am really about that because I don't know if I've talked about it recently, but my goal in life is to maintain a very low sugar diet, so any processed sugar I really avoid. Ignition is pretty much the only sugar that I let stay in my diet through the glucose to help my glycogen, and other than that I keep it at 40 grams or less, which is pretty much what is found in food. I did that during 75 Hard, and it kind of stuck. As a product, I don't really drink soda, I definitely don't eat candy, and sweets are just always almost too much for me. I always get my coffee drinks if I get like a sweet drink with minimal sweetener added too, but that's one of the things that I've done. That's what I'm prepping for tomorrow, and I will catch up with you guys probably at the event, as well as we'll keep going, we'll keep recapping. What is up, everybody? Little quick update. I just finished Saturday night and we are leaving the event center. Holy cow, what a long day. It went incredibly well. There were so many just athletes just cranking through it, and just such a great environment, such a great atmosphere to be a part of. Definitely the coolest event, the coolest part of the evening, especially for someone who does strength and conditioning, was the very last event for our RX athletes, and those are the ones who kind of compete at the hardest, and they had to do 6 ring muscle ups in between each set, and it just zapped them. I had the pleasure, the opportunity, the dumb luck to be judging for one of the first form teams, and it was really cool just to hear all of their coworkers and their fans and their friends cheering them on. Definitely gave them a lot of needed energy. It gave me a lot of needed energy even as a coach. And today the name of the game for coaching was to inspire and to enforce. So I definitely was really focusing on building up those athletes, holding strict to the standard, and having a lot of fun, and that is what I did. So really pleased with today, really happy. It is about 9 o'clock and I have another 5 a.m. alarm, so I'm gonna go home, take a shower, drink some tea because this voice is rough, and we've got one more day, one more workout, and it's gonna be a good time. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. All right, everyone, it is actually Friday, but I did want to circle back and kind of reflect, tie everything together, and share my overall thoughts about how HOA ended. So Sunday was quite possibly one of my favorite days, and I feel like that's how it should be. It should leave you just on this really cool high, and I think Jeremy just did an amazing job of programming the event to send us all home just really inspired. So what you're seeing is actually a 20-foot, 200-pound sandbag that the team was asked to do synchronized thrusters as well as clean to shoulders, over, tap, and then they have to stay within this, it's pretty much just right at 20-foot box. So there was really no room for error, and the event was, or the competition was started with Will, that workout that required them to all work together to push deep and find just their strength to go on. And then we finished with something very similar in a completely different way with that sandbag. It's called the Worm, and that was really cool. I was really blessed on Saturday evening. Jeremy actually pulled me to the side and he's like, hey, I need someone else for the demo team. Can I count on you? And who I am as a person, I was like, absolutely, I'm in. Let's do it. Ended up doing a 6:30 in the morning snatch that I wasn't mentally prepared for to demo for the competition. So that was kind of cool because snatch is one of my favorite movements, and I got to demo it for HOA, but I also got to demo the Worm, that sandbag, with some of the best judges, and man, I walked away with just some really cool friends, just being so humbled by the event, being so blessed. Everyone at the event was just cheering everyone else on. Everyone at the event was so grateful for everything that we were doing as judges. And I found myself as a judge really leaning into almost a coaching role. I wasn't necessarily like giving them reps or anything. I was holding really strong to that standard, but I was motivating them. I was encouraging them. That very last workout, the very final piece was a 200-meter synchronized run with that Worm. And the whole run, I'm yelling at teams, I'm cheering them on, keep pushing, you know, let's go. This is our last event of the weekend. And it was really cool because teams responded to that so well, and it felt good to be a part of the weekend for them. It felt good, and it felt like that was the right thing to do. I feel like last year when I was judging, I was so stressed out, so worried about holding the standard that I didn't have fun. I was doing it to get it done, but man, let me tell you about some fitness fun activity in your life and how it can change your perspective on just everything. And this year I really came into it with a heart for having fun with what I was doing and holding people to that high standard that we set. And I feel like that's something that I'm seeking to do in my life anyways. And so it wasn't difficult to do it on the competition floor. And as a product, everyone responded so well to it. And I think that's really my takeaway from the event. You know, I had so much fun with the event. I left so energized and so blessed and ready to go into a box and get a couple CrossFit workouts in and kind of deviate from the norm, really focus on my functional fitness, which is something I kind of took a step away from as I was just zooming in on my jiu-jitsu journey. But that's what that's what a competition should do. We should be inspired, we should be challenged, we should be ignited and lit up and ready to go give our best and to push hard. And I'm so blessed that that's what HOA gave me. Guys, I know that fitness isn't always a competition, but it's so cool to be a part of those opportunities. It's so cool to watch a community grind after a similar goal. And I think that's not just in fitness, but it's really cool to watch it in fitness happen because it's such a microcosm. You get to see immediate results, and I think that's so cool. That's something that I strive for in my life, and I really hope that's something you're striving for too. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I know this video is a little bit longer, but it was such a great weekend. I just had to share it with you guys. And I really hope that you got something out of this, whether it be entertainment or otherwise. Really appreciate you. I'm so blessed to have you along on this journey. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, follow along. Do me a favor, send this to someone who you think would enjoy this. And let me know, have you ever competed in any athletic endeavor, whether it be functional fitness via CrossFit, whether it be jiu-jitsu or something otherwise? You know, I was a collegiate cheerleader and I got to compete in that atmosphere, and competition makes us better. It just truly does. So let me know, what area of your life have you competed in, or what area of your life do you seek to compete in, and how can I help you get there? Guys, love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. I will talk to you next time. I'll see ya.